I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we may never lose again. Finn, how good was it there?
It was amazing. The atmosphere was incredible.
Yeah. One of the best games probably I've ever attended.
Honestly, same.
Yeah, you'd really have hate to have not been there because you're a bit of a wuss. Guy, where were you Saturday at about 9:30?
On my ceiling. But not the ceiling of the dome. It was my house ceiling. No, I should have gone. I've been punished once again. Yep. I've got no words. Just not good enough.
How many have you missed this year? Like
A few.
Which are the good wins?
I missed the Sydney win. I couldn't help missing the Sydney win.
Because you were watching that on the train.
I was watching that on the train in Sydney.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the fixture mixed up. And then what was the other good one we had?
Essendon.
No, I watched that. I was there for that. I was there for the close Gold Coast win. So this is the second one, I'd say, the good one.
That's all right.
So not the worst strike rate in the world, but pretty bad. Not as good as I'd like. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a stat pre-game from, I think it was like useless AFL stats, that account. And they said Gary Rowan hasn't ever lost to Essendon or St Kilda. He's 24-0. He gets like 12-0 against both teams.
Well, that's over now.
That's over now.
See ya.
He's kind of like the epitome. Like he reminds me of the Saints, where he's very like hot and cold. Like he's either like blistering or he's very, very like nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a really funny stat. And then I told him, like, watch us win now. Because he posted that. And I think in the comments as well, he said, like, next time that he plays them, it's going to end up a W for the Bombers and the Saints.
Oh, Gary Rowan himself said that.
No, the useless AFL stats.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, that'd be
unreal. Gary posting his own
No, Gary
stats.
was too busy down at the physio apartment.
He's had some niggles over the years, poor bloke.
Yeah. Where do we begin? I'm thinking of a certain pick 18 from the 2023 draft that I definitely didn't have in my top 20 when I did my own previews for the draft.
And now you've had to eat your words because
yeah.
he is amazing.
Do you remember where you had him ranked specifically?
It was like 21, 22.
Oh, okay.
That's
not
yeah.
far off at all.
Yeah, no, but like that didn't include all the academy kids. So the reason why he was a pick 18 was because there was about 6 academy kids.
Okay, so we're talking like maybe 27
Yeah.
with the academy kids. Interesting.
Not good. Darcy Wilson, which stand does he get at Moorabbin?
The one next to Cal Wilkie.
Well, he's getting a statue.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
As you pointed out.
Yeah.
I think we just renamed Trevor St Kilda after him. I don't know.
I mean, it's really exciting. I don't know what else to say. It was just such a great breakout performance. And I'm so excited for next year, especially after like another full preseason as well.
Yeah, and he's played every game.
Yeah.
Which is not easy to do.
He's had the Pooh apprenticeship.
So he's going to
Yeah.
second year blues as well then.
Oh, well, hopefully not. But
And then my boy, I want to claim my boy right now, Hugo Garcia.
That was
Hands
such a
off.
great moment when he kicked it to Higgins. And then he celebrated like he'd scored a goal himself and all the boys got around him.
Good, yeah.
I was
celebrating like that too.
It was lovely.
It was like prime David Beckham. Like inch perfect. Shame Staggs can't kick for goal.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah, because he's not meant to be a good kick either, Garcia. Like that's not what we heard about. We just heard he's going to be like a fast little tackling kind of machine. He's got a nice little left shoe on him. He can kick a footy. And then he just went and decided to run down Max Holmes as well. Unreal.
Like Max Holmes, who's like probably the fastest player in the league.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he won the grand final.
No, he is, yeah.
Oh, true.
He's like mum's an athlete. Was like I don't know about Olympics. It was like a Commonwealth Games, like probably won an event or something. Like I know she was very famous.
A track star as it's in the US. Yeah.
But now that Hugo's in, he can claim that title.
Yeah.
Yeah, get stuffed, Max.
Doesn't matter that Max had just played another 3 quarters of footy.
Don't worry about that.
Nah.
Don't worry about that. What was annoying me in that first half was we were letting players like Mitch Knevitt and Lawson Humphreys just absolutely dominate us.
Blokes I've never heard of.
Yeah, Lawson's good. Sounds like he should be a 19th century novelist more than a footy player, but like he's a good player.
Yeah, like with Lawson, he you know how like I think it was Caden Corns was like last year was why Geelong haggling for picks for a 4th round pick over Asaba Radagalia? Right, that turned out to be Lawson Humphreys.
I mean, that's just a classic Geelong moment, isn't it? Like, God, they just draft anything and it works out.
Yeah. Do you know the amount of times I thought Tom Stewart was Ollie Dempsey, and then Ollie Dempsey was, Sam De Koning wasn't even out there, but I think I called his name about twice. Why do they all look the same?
Well, they all look like the drummer from Hockey Dad.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like they're going for that vibe.
When I was in Sydney on the train watching the Saints game, the night before I saw Hockey Dad.
And you're like, Mike Blitzarves, is that you?
Yeah, I was like, Geelong player 3 to 15, yeah. Zach Guthrie vibe.
I mean, you could just list them off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that look works for them. Why fix a look that isn't broken?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't have anything to add to that.
Some teams, I don't know, some teams, do different drills and have different like handshakes and stuff. Geelong places all get the same haircut. That's how they connect.
Spend some time with some lemon in their hair down at the beach.
Yeah. Surfing a janjuk. Stuff like that,
yeah. Did you see Chris Scott's comments after the game?
Yeah, he made a couple of interesting ones. He called us the Globetrotters, right? At one point, and he also called us Marvel specialists.
Yeah, that's the one I want to touch on. Brother, you have the biggest home ground advantage known to man, because as you called it, like before we started recording, what'd you call it? The K-hole?
Yeah, I call it the K-hole.
The K-hole. That is a hole.
Yeah.
It is a disaster. Like only Geelong knows how to play there, and Fremantle in finals, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Hayden Ballantyne.
Yeah. So don't come at us. Because for the first half of the year, we hated Marvel.
Yeah.
Like all last year, we actually didn't like it.
And we also played did we play well interstate this year? I can't even remember.
No, this year's
Probably
kind of
not.
Yeah.
No, okay, never mind.
We haven't really played well besides the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris Scott, shut up. Shut up.
Just did my head in.
What's with these coaches whinging? Like
Fly
McRae?
as well.
Yeah, McRae last week. That was just bizarre.
I mean, it's so rich coming from him.
Yeah. Dimmer as well. Traditionally with the dome, he doesn't like it either. But there was actually dew on the surface. Did someone let it draft in or something? Was that noticeable at the ground?
Oh, like how
like a lot of
slippery
players
it was.
slipping over.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on there?
As Arsenal fan TV, it's raining. It's dewy for both teams. Like I don't get that argument when people blame the rain.
Yeah.
Just affecting their team.
I was just more fascinated by I've never seen dew like that. Or players slipping over that much under the dome.
Maybe they watered it too late before they closed the roof.
Could have been that. Could have been something really boring explanation like that.
The AFL, they released on their app the pick your All Australian 23.
Yeah.
And I was really struggling because I'm like, this year's just been pretty shit. You have your Harris Andrews a lock. I think Tristan Sherry's probably a lock. Harry Sheasel. The backman, no idea really, until Cal Wilkie decided to become the mayor of Geelong
and play probably the game of his career.
Oh,
what do you reckon?
Easy.
Easy. Yeah, maybe. I've got nothing to rebut it with.
Yeah,
I mean, it's so good.
Oh no, because you had Dougal on Shannon Neal.
Well, even Dougal was good as well,
Yeah.
but God, Wilkie just every time the ball came in, he was there.
Yeah,
it was unreal.
He's been dropping a few marks this year, much more than he has last year. But Saturday they were just sticking. What do you call it? A lot of grip on the hands.
And his disposal as well was so every kick out of he missed a few, but there was a few really nice kicks, especially really pinpoint ones that he had to make to the wing that he just nailed.
Yeah, I think it goes a bit under the radar how good a kick he's been. Since day dot, every time he's touched the footy, I've just felt safe.
Yeah,
which isn't in abundance when you're watching the Saints.
Yeah, it's not a real
By any
trait
means,
that we're known for.
No.
Do we reckon Cal gets the blazer? Because I don't think there's anyone else. Wiedering's gone down the toilet.
Harris Andrews has been
Yeah.
very, very good.
They like to pick three, though, like three key defenders.
Jeremy McGovern as well.
Oh, I don't think West Coast, anyone from West Coast deserves. Saying that, if North get two,
Yeah.
in Sheasel and Jerry.
I feel like we're forgetting someone. Who do the top teams have? It won't be like a Tom McCartan. It won't be
like a Sam Taylor. He's been out for too long with a ruptured testicle. Hope he's all right.
He's back playing. So
He's back. Oh, so there we go.
with one testicle though. So sorry, Sam.
Rory Lobb.
But just for that 4-week patch.
Yeah.
Alex Pearce was playing really well for a while.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
true.
That's what I mean. So I actually think he could sneak in a second one just because he's probably the only one who's played all 23 games.
That is interesting, yeah.
Do we reckon Rowan, if they do two rucks, does he get in over Gawn?
I think so. I mean, I'm obviously biased, but He's played such a good season. He's basically a fourth midfielder.
You may be
for us.
biased, but you're right.
Yeah.
And that's the important part.
In this echo chamber, I'm glad that you agree with me.
Yeah. We're 2 for 2. Let's go through. Does Sinclair get in?
Oh, that's pushing it, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, Horse.
I think he's more likely than Marshall, to be honest.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think Marshall's tap outs hurt him too much. He just doesn't win enough.
Doesn't
They're
need
going
to
to
win
be,
them.
I don't know, if they're looking for the actual like traditional like tap ruckman or like
'cause-
how much emphasis do they put on the tap work of the ruckman?
The AA team is known for sticking to the positions as they're supposed to be.
Yeah, well, they're just a bunch of, I don't know, they're a bunch of old blokes who,
Bunch of nerds.
yeah, a bunch of nerdy old blokes who just want to see ruckman tap.
That's what
Rowan doesn't tap.
they get their rocks off to.
Yeah. Cherry taps.
Jerry because he also
Dawn
has
taps.
Warmore and LDU like feeding
The big O taps.
what he drops.
Yeah, that's right.
Big O doesn't get in.
No,
No
he
way.
can't. Yeah, his name's been thrown up the last couple of weeks. No way does he get in.
No.
Cherry's been by far much better than him. So he's gone.
I think if you play as well as you do as like Cherry does with a helmet, that like is a bonus points I reckon you get.
You think that's like a handicap,
Yeah.
basically?
Oh, absolutely. Like, wouldn't it be annoying?
I don't know. You kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
He at the start of the season he had one with the sponsor of the helmet taped out, and then funnily enough he got a new one that's just all black, and he's gone to another level since then. So if he just got the better helmet earlier in the season, he would have had it locked up. That's my theory. Anyone else notice this?
Well,
Okay.
So
No,
you're saying-
no.
so
Keeping it on.
he had a colourful sponsor.
No. He just had the word across the top of the front of the helmet, and he had it just with normal tape out, strapping tape
Right.
across
okay.
it, and it looked terrible. And I've been keeping an eye on him, so it was really getting on my nerves. But then he fixed it latter stage of the year.
Did you just send him like a cheeky DM? Or like an email?
No, I knew he'd come to the right decision eventually himself.
Just purely for vibes.
Yeah. His footy was heading in the right direction. I knew his helmet fashion sense would as well. So good to see he's done the right thing.
I've got a bone to pick with Sharman.
Oh, yeah?
Time to get him out of 43. I hate that number. He's not a 43 anymore.
That's probably fair, but if he feels like he's made a name for himself in the 43 and he wants to sort of carry that legacy,
Don't give a shit. If Guy can say that Cherry needs to change his helmet, I can say that Cooper can change his number.
well, I guess 43 doesn't have the same prestige as 44 does, especially for the St Kilda Football Club.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense if he wants to.
I mean, the number 12 is going to be available if you believe the Facebook nothing as well.
God. Yeah, what number would you put Sharman in next year?
Honestly, I had a thought. If Crash retires, the number 5.
5. I don't like that on a
Yeah.
key 4. Oh,
I don't like it on a key 40 either.
No.
It doesn't have the right.
Actually,
When-
no, that Garcia. They actually can sue Garcia.
Yeah, that's
Number 5. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a nice little Garcia number. Yeah.
If we get rid of Hayes, like 18 maybe.
18's good. I
Yeah.
like 18.
When is too late in your career to change number? Can we pivot into that? Because Higgins changed. Was he number 1 in 2023?
No,
Or was it
this year.
just this year?
Just this year?
I
yeah.
felt that was quite late.
What was he
Uh,
before?
22.
22.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That came as a bit of a whoa moment for me.
I reckon he can change at any time, really. Because, like,
Can you?
I think, well,
So if Dusty Martin decided I'm not number 3 anymore after the 2020 grand final, well,
He plays in 43.
he plays in the 43.
who's going to stop him?
No, yep. That's
So-
fair. True. Well, there is no rule.
No, but like players move to a different
That-
club and their number's taken, so they get a different number. Or like the Port Adelaide case where the captain always wears 1.
I don't think I'm not asking can they physically do it.
No,
I'm asking, I'm
but
more
I'm saying
asking like when does it become weird?
I'm saying it doesn't become weird. I'm saying you can do it whenever you want.
No, there's definitely a taboo. You can't do, like if you're 200 games, you don't just change your number. If you're the one club.
Okay, well I guess that's fair.
But where is that line? Is it 100 games? Is it? Come on.
how good were
Well, actually,
the first
that's-
100 games?
Okay, that's the other thing as well. Yeah, true. Okay.
And then it comes to a point where it's like if you have played a really good 100 games, you can't change the number. But if you've played a really, really
bad
good
100 games, you feel like the next 100 is going to be great.
well,
You change your number in anticipation.
that, but it goes full circle where if you play like really good and it becomes like what we were just saying about Dusty.
Wait, if
Who's
your
gonna
first
stop you?
100's really good,
Yeah. You'd be like, well, fuck it, I'll change my number, and no one can say anything.
That'd be awesome if that happened. That'd be a really powerful move. But no one's done it yet for that reason. Because they're too scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not very, I feel like it's not a very like Australian sort of thing to do. It's a very American thing. I think it would be a Mason Cox thing to be like, I'm changing my number now. Look at me.
Well, ironically, he hasn't.
Well, not yet.
And he won't get a chance. Oh, is he going to play next year?
I don't think 46 is available at the Collingwood VFL. So I don't think, I think Cox will have to change it
up.
Yeah. Last thing from me about the game. It's not even about the game, really. I was washing my car Sunday morning, and I was listening to that. Finally decided to tune in because Saints win. But let's consume all the footy content that I can. Bad idea. We'll listen to the round so far that they do.
Oh God, that's really desperate from you.
No, it's all AFL.
AFL.com.
They go.
Yeah. That's scraping.
Our favourite analyst, Damien Barrett.
Purple.
Yeah.
Damien. Where does purple come from?
Good question.
Isn't it because he has such a tight grip on it?
I'm going to Google it and see if it comes
his
in.
articles.
That's oddly phallic. I don't like that.
I think that's where
image.
It comes from.
No, that's strange. I can't. That's a great question. I actually can't remember. Which is fundamental footy knowledge.
That's okay. Well, someone on Big Footy goes, "Why is he called purple?" And the top reply is because he's a dick.
Well,
that's keeping in line with what Finn said. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, purple and Kane Corns, our two favourites. Basically, we're going on that we shouldn't have won the game because it means nothing. Get stuffed.
We should have tanked instead.
Yeah, we should have been tanking because it's all about draft picks and But I'm like, that win is going to do so much because what
can the Saints do at that point?
If we got thrashed, they would have been
been right on it.
Yeah, carving at us. Get stuffed.
Yeah,
it does my head in when people football journalists come out almost like they can win either way. Tom Morris last night coming out Petrarca wants to leave, but he might not request a trade. So that way he comes out win it either way.
Classic.
Yeah.
I mean, Kane Corns is kind of funny because he'll just say whatever he can to rile up everyone. And that is objectively pretty funny.
He's probably just gone a bit flat. He's got to film AFL Daily, which he knows no one watches.
Except for Nathan, apparently.
Yeah. He's like, I know only the top echelon of Saints Nuffies are going to be listening to this. Let's rile them up.
Yeah, let's really put it in right now.
To be fair, I just
and you've fallen for it.
I click into it and I just skip forward to the Saints game. I don't listen to the rest of it.
Yeah, well, but Damo on the other hand, he is just a flog.
Yeah.
And he doesn't deserve airtime.
He doesn't deserve love.
The Tom Morris one though, that was I respected that how either way he comes out on top there because he's framed it in a really believable way, which I don't think is actually very easy to do. I think there's a bit of skill in that when you're like a bush watching journalist.
Can we do anything but give Tom Morris credit?
No, I'm giving him props. I like the way he framed that. Anyway.
It's a little worm.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Bounce connoisseur.
Oh, yeah.
What happened this week?
Well, I've gone from Olympic correspondent to now bounce correspondent.
You've been downgraded.
Yeah. Well, okay. Hang on. Let me get my notes out. I didn't actually watch it on Sunday Night Live. I actually specifically had to look it up in KO this afternoon.
Oh, you had to go?
You had to go to KO.
You're the first person I reckon
who's ever typed in bounce.
You need some hobbies, I think.
This is my hobby.
The Olympics is over. He's not doing anything else for the next 4 years.
So the dynamic on bounce at the moment, because this is Gazy's first episode back after arriving from Paris.
Sure.
And so Dicko's been doing the turn it ups in his absence, right? And then it was this big hoo-ha that Gazy had to go and sit on the soy boy beta cuck chair they have over to the right.
Is that how they described it?
Oh, not exactly, no. And then Dicko started a chant with all the kids chanting Dicko to get him to sit in Gazy's chair. so
that's a really good opening 5 minutes.
Actually was. And then Gazy begs the chief not to send him to the cuck chair, and then Chief puts him in the cuck chair.
I like how we're getting a play-by-play.
Well, I only watched like 15 minutes. And so, okay, something else happened. I can't remember what. And then it goes into Turn It Up, right? And Dicko's like commandeered the Turn It Up segment. And he's just, I think he's increased the kind of the bloodshed that is on display. So the first video, oh my God, the first video of 5, one of 5, was a POV of a guy riding some kind of bike on a sand dune, like really quickly, and there's a hill coming up to the sand dune. And the guy goes over the hill. It's not a big hill. He goes over the hill straight away. And there's some car that he hasn't seen. And he,
So talk about vehicular manslaughter.
And he goes, so no, yeah. And then he goes, and it's just him flying over the top of this car after the bike's been hit. And he lands on the dune and then cuts away.
So he's dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Oh my God. What country did this occur in?
I don't know.
That's like a Dubai. Like,
I would like to track down these videos. I might do that one week. So that's at minimum paralysis. Maximum
death.
We did say that that's the bare minimum you need to get on the Turn It Up segment.
That
It's
wasn't even-
paralysis,
that was-
right.
Yeah, but like that was not said in jest at all. That is actually what happens. So at least one paralysis. I think the guy's dead. Like he's not eating solids for a while. I'll put it that way. The second one is an old man on this kind of Ferris wheel face kind of attraction thing, and it's really hard to describe what happens. But essentially, he is not strapped in, and the Ferris wheel kind of goes up, and then he flies out of his seat.
Why is everyone
and
dying?
there's a bench in front of him, and his back is folded in half the wrong way on the bench. I think a young person survives this. This guy's like pushing 80.
Oh, jeez.
So you're telling me that Dicko got into the chair and has immediately showed 2 videos of 2 people dying?
Yes, and he shouts, "Turn it up," and it cuts away to just this bloodthirsty crowd of father and sons just chanting, "Turn it up." The third one,
Oh no, there's more.
that was 2 of 5.
Oh.
I've forgotten one of them. The third one was a guy on a quad bike who steals a quad bike.
Not the quad.
No,
you
this
already
one,
know.
No. This one's actually pretty tame.
This one doesn't involve death, just, quadriplegics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he drives into a tree on the quad bike, but he's not like at a super high speed, and he flies off. So in comparison, really tame.
He got off lightly.
Like he's definitely hurt, but like really tame. He's fine. The fourth one is some, like the kind of motor, the kind of car they have to get injured players off the ground.
Yeah.
Does it have a special name?
Like,
Well,
it's like a motorized stretcher.
Motorized stretcher kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's someone who looks like what is an NFL game or a college football game in the States, has accidentally planted his foot on the accelerator, drives into a crowd of people on the field at full pace. Bowls them over like Skittles. And then like because the camera goes past the people who've been hit pretty fast, you don't really see kind of what
You
they're
don't see
writhing around.
the carnage.
But like they're in a lot of pain. And then the funniest part of the video is actually the guy afterwards, he just ditches the car, he just jumps off it.
It's a hit and run.
Yeah, and he's but it's still going at full pace. And some other guy just jumps on it and brings it to a stop. So I reckon there's at least, it ran into about 6 people. I think there's at least 20 broken bones there. So far we're at 2 paralysis, if not 2 deaths, and then also at least 20 broken bones. And then the fourth and final one was just security camera footage
Oh, no.
of a dog being left at home, and it starts humping a pillow. That was the finale. A dog humping a couch cushion.
I have no
It's
words.
unhinged. It's absolutely
I can't believe
unhinged.
they're allowed to play that at 6:30 p.m.
Honestly, I don't even want to see them. Just guy explaining it is enough. Like,
you
it's
don't
almost
have-
better.
no.
Yeah, I agree. That's way funnier.
Yeah. The audience was more tame than what you would see in like the French Revolution watching a guillotine.
Well,
They
yeah,
were just bloodthirsty.
we've replaced public executions with Turn It
pound.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's where the public
History always repeats itself in some way.
I think on that though, we'll take a bit of a break. When we come back, we'll get Guy to reenact the dog humping the pillow.
No, not stealing.
Guy, can you put your pants back on? I don't think we can show that on camera. It's not a nice look of, hide steal away.
Just for Spotify listeners, pants are on.
For Spotify listeners, Guy is a pathological liar.
Yeah, only for Spotify listeners, pants are actually not on.
No, get Dicko on here. He can he can practice what he preaches on bounce. Hump a cushion.
I got a bit of FOMO last week because I wasn't on. And I was listening in my car to you boys, having some fun with Marshy, and I want to play some Wavelength.
Did you enjoy that, did you?
I did. It was actually a really good segment.
And you understand how the game works?
I do, because I've seen it all over TikTok.
Yeah.
So there'll be no double pumping.
Strictly no double pumping.
No double pumping.
If you want 10, 2 hands up.
All right. So I'm going to close my eyes, and if I open them and Guy's pants is back off, I'm leaving. All right? Just they're the only rules.
Okay.
Anything else goes.
Except for double pumping.
Except for double pumping. Yeah. All right. I'm kind of scared.
To you.
I'm kind of scared.
Are you incapable of closing your eyes without putting your hand over your face?
No.
What is?
Yeah, we believe that you're not looking. You can.
Oh God.
Well, I don't have. My plan was to like do a scarf, but I didn't bring one. So do it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Is that how you know I'm not cheating?
Yeah.
I don't like the giggling. Oh, thank God they're on. All right. So I'm going to start off easy. Give me an AFL ground.
Who? Like which one?
Who I was looking at.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
That's you, Finn.
Really hostile.
We're already on a different
Why
way.
you make fun of me for putting my hand on my own
Hang on a
face?
second. You'll...
It's a bloody mime over here. Okay, AFL ground. I'm going to go for Optus.
Oh, it's a good ground. I'm thinking it's not quite the G. It's like a replica of the G. It's like if you tried to build the G from like your memory.
in Perth.
Yeah. Oh, true. It's also in Perth. Well, minus points. All right. Guy, can you give me a commentator?
Ooh. James Brayshaw.
Oh. Okay. We're on the way down here. Finn, can you give me any premiership team? In the grand scheme of like premiership teams and like how dominant they were.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Swannies 2012.
Okay. Some say underrated.
Some would say that.
I'd say properly rated. Because they don't, compare like overall, they weren't like, not your first go-to. I'm around a 7. That's where I'm thinking.
I can't say anything.
Yeah. Guy, can you give me a current forward?
A current forward. It's hard to choose any forward in the comp. Let's go for Geelong forwards. Maybe like a... Oh, my God. What was their forward line? They didn't see much of it.
Jeremy Cameron, Shannon Neal. Graham Myers.
Gary Rowan.
I'll go Graham Myers.
I mean, as a forward, he's not that great. I don't know. You're playing with like mind games with me here. Lastly, give me an all-time midfielder.
Big pool.
Yeah, geez, that's an all-time.
Myers.
Really,
That's quite difficult. Do you have one in mind?
Brendan
Should we both try and come up with one?
You know, there's been thousands of midfielders. You can just pick one.
Goddard.
Oh, that's good actually.
Yeah, I think I'm going to
Yeah.
stick with the 7. I think that's where I'm at.
Well done.
Sweet.
Good.
You nailed it.
Sweet. Off the stadium, I think is better. I think it's actually more of a 9, but
Perth. Also, Brayshaw, it's like a 2.
yeah, he's shocking.
As a play caller.
No, he's
No,
shocking.
it's awful.
Really?
You should have specified. You should have gone Triple M. Brayshaw.
Yeah, Triple M Brayshaw.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Well, Channel 7
I think
Brayshaw is
upon
dog
reflection,
shit.
I would settle with him as a 5. 2's harsh.
Two's
he
probably
does a
harsh,
good.
maybe 3.
He does a good. Whoa.
But that's all he does though.
Yeah, but I think it's okay.
He's ruined so many. Okay, side bottom in the grand final, goal from 50 to put the Pies back on front, and
I
the
was
best
sloshed by that stage.
The
I don't
best-
remember.
Yeah, that's what you were.
I don't think I was listening to the commentary.
the best he could come up with is wowee. for
So it's
that
BT.
moment.
He's copying BT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty awful.
I don't mind that. I'm all for a
You're
wow.
obviously not a connoisseur.
Yeah, we don't have a Martin Tyler over here.
We had Bruce.
Bruce, that was close.
I mean, Martin Tyler puts the mayo on everything though. Martin Tyler's probably
Yeah.
over the top.
Yeah.
Besides Liverpool. He hates commentating Liverpool games.
Is he retired now?
No.
Yeah. Just.
Is it? Oh, I just thought they were still wheeling out his corpse for like the big moments.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. We'll continue on with a bit of the game. Do you have some LSD, Lone Side Duplicate?
yes, I do. For the last time in season 2024,
Oh, rip.
we're going to go on a little trip down to Carlton.
I want to go. Can I refund my ticket?
This is a very easy, straightforward, simple one. We've got Paddy Cripps, we've got Charlie Curnow, and we've got Jacob Wittering.
3 guns. I want Curnow for 5 years. Do I?
Do you?
Yeah. No. Yes. I want. Oh, I don't want 2 Weederings, do I?
I mean,
no.
they'd kill
I'm
our
thinking
forward line.
Nathan, help me out.
No, I'm going to go 5 years for Wiedering because that should be enough time to figure out what is a real text and what's a scam.
That doesn't benefit us.
Wait, hang on. If you duplicate him, you can rob him twice. You get double the money.
Easy way out.
We're not scammers.
We should be.
Speak for yourself.
That's okay.
It would get us out of debt.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I want 2 Wiederings. Stuff having should be a 4-time like all Australian fullback.
Yeah.
Like get us out of debt so we
Well-
can build the Darcy Wilson stand.
Now we've got Coops popping off. Maybe he can deal with 2 Weederings.
Yeah, probably not. But the thought of 2 of them is frightening. Maybe like 2 Paddy Cripps in a midfield would be a tad slow. That's maybe the only reason I can think
Slower
to
than
duplicate. Yeah, I mean, God,
us.
I don't know. That's my only line of thought.
The good thing about having 2 Crips though is that if one breaks, you can just take one like body parts, like kind of like Frankenstein. Just move them over.
Oh,
Like,
use one for parts.
yeah, use one for parts. This decision: do you want to get out of debt, or do you want to have like Frankenstein? Or like, what was
We're not
that game?
getting
What was
out
that
of
game
debt.
where it's
What
like
do you-
you're
No,
in
we're
the
getting out
surgery?
of debt from duplicating Wietering and robbing him twice.
Oh, right. Okay.
What was that game where you could like you would like play as a surgeon?
Oh,
Operation.
Operator, yeah.
Operation.
and it like buzzes you if you.
Yeah. Like, don't touch Cripps dead because like he's about to have another shoulder reconstruction.
Damn it, you've ruined him.
Hmm. I don't know. Charlie Curnow as well. We'll sign Charlie for 1 game.
Yeah, just for one.
Yeah.
Because like that's an easy 6 goals, 5 from free kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll duplicate Cripps for 1 game and sign Jacob Loan Shark Wiedering to Loan Shark or victim of loan sharks for 5 years.
Alongside Wilkie, that would be crazy.
That would be cool.
Did you guys see the Houston bump?
Oh, yeah.
That was. What do you reckon? Because like half the fan base seems to think that it wasn't worth of suspension.
It's pretty.
But I'm of the opinion that like if you knock a guy out like that,
I think it's pretty Clear. Who doesn't think it's a suspension? Those
Koshi. I don't know
Port
if you heard
Adelaide
of
fans,
the cash cow.
it. The cash cow.
The cash cow made a statement.
Cash Cow wrote in a really angry email.
No, he's the lawyer. He's going to rock up to the tribunal with just
He's
tie.
going to get on the stand.
Why didn't Rankin move? Sorry.
Actually, pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, fine.
Did you see like Rankin's like arms? It was like really, it was like almost like it was clawing.
I hate those.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm
those
like,
are the bad ones, yeah.
if you hit a guy that hard, you probably deserve to get rubbed out.
That's no good. Oh, and how about the Port fans booing him as he came off the ground as well?
They are feral.
That's just crazy. That's just another level.
Yeah. How was the Rankin celebration? No teeth. Not Rankin.
Rochelle.
There's too many small forwards.
I mean, pretty funny and also hilarious that they went on to lose.
Yeah.
We had to back
I
it up.
kind of like that though.
Yeah,
Like, you
more of that.
need more larrikins.
We need more of that in the game, but Josh
Definitely.
Shelley's just not got to. He's got to not pull out of contests as well,
Yeah,
which every other player seems to be able to do. He just needs to match the two up.
Yeah,
Just talk off the shit talking off the field, and just put your head over the footy.
you have to back it up for
Yeah.
sure.
So he's close to getting the whole bloody equation together. Just
Yeah. How good was Collingwood almost making finals for about 24 hours? All their fans were up and about on social media being like, oh, we're coming. And then
That was scary.
It's like they forgot that Carlton were playing like probably the easiest game
Yeah,
in West Coast.
and that Hawthorn also have like, I don't know, the bottom two teams in the last two rounds, didn't they?
Yeah,
like,
something like that.
just-
It just
it's
was
not
never going to
happening.
happen. Bloody Hawthorn though. Like
such a
2
fun
years they've been rebuilding. Not even that,
It's-
probably a year and a half.
it's pretty annoying.
They just come up and play good, really exciting footy, and now I'm rooting for them for the flag.
Are you really?
I think so.
No.
Okay.
No, I am as well. They're
No,
such a
I
fun
am
team.
so petty that if someone like Giants win a flag and they're equal with us, I couldn't have that.
Oh, but if it's Hawthorn, it's like just another flag.
Yeah, like same, like as much as I dislike them, like if Geelong win the flag, it won't affect me really at all.
That's boring though. I
It's
want,
so boring.
I want the theatre.
Yeah,
I want GWS would be a good result.
I want the
Underdog.
Lions.
And that young Hawthorn team overachieving like that would be pretty fun as well. Could you imagine Ginnivan and co running around Melbourne after winning a flag? That'd be unstoppable.
I just can't get past the whole Hawthorn thing. It just
So you're on the other side where it's like because
Sits in my soul.
they've only rebuilt for a couple of years
yeah, we've been rebuilding for like 15.
since
50.
50 something. Yeah.
Mm.
I think look, I'm just looking at the top 8. The only ones I could like stomach is Sydney. Who, like they probably deserve it.
Yeah, and like
On the
also, who
grand scheme of
cares?
things.
Yeah.
Mm.
And also it'd be funny to like, they got smashed by 100 in 1 year and then went on to win the flag. No way Port, like, could not.
That'd be another good result though. To have their supporters protest their coach and win the flag in the one season.
I still think
Just for that.
they still want Ken out if they win the flag.
No, they
hate him.
not that much. No one hates Ken that much.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, you should visit Big Footy sometime.
They're probably on their 16th sack Ken thread. Yeah, like Giants, like, yeah, it wouldn't really affect me, but like I'm just petty. Geelong we touched on. Yeah, Brisbane. I'd love for Brisbane to win it.
Geelong would be
Brisbane would be
so
good.
boring. Like we
Geelong
can't
would
have
be
that.
boring, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like
And they're
it's,
flaky as. Like look at what we just did to them. I don't think they've got it in them.
They're
like-
very
it would be the most boring thing in the world, but it's
Yeah.
also like ironic because it's anyone can win the flag, and then it just turns out to be Geelong.
Geelong.
Yeah.
Coast their way.
Gross.
the most anticlimactic end
Yeah.
to one of the best seasons.
And imagine this: Reece Stanley, Jewel,
Oh,
premiership captain, not captain, ruckman.
It was
What-
terrible.
He's awful.
Saturday, yeah.
Kicked a goal and then they didn't do anything else after that.
yeah.
Don't want Bulldogs. God no. Hawthorn and absolutely not Carlton.
Yeah,
Anyone
not
else but
Carlton.
Carlton.
Freo?
I could.
Imagine flag mantle from here.
Flag mantle.
That'd be an unreal turnaround.
Should we touch on last game of the year?
Let's do it.
It's kind of bittersweet. It's been like a really, really shit year, but also I don't want it to end.
It's been a bad year, but we've had some really good wins when you look at it.
Yeah, it was amazing the positive vibe and all the like the Facebook groups and everything after a big win. There's people like waxing lyrical on like the state of our list and like listing all the young players we have and how good everyone's gonna be.
One midfielder away from a flag.
Yeah.
No.
No. Try 5. Try 5 of the bastards. But yeah,
Please.
it takes one good win like that to turn the whole vibe around, which is pretty funny.
Everyone in the footy world has the memory span of 1 week.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Sunday to Sunday, that's it.
That's what keeps the people coming.
That's what gets those clicks.
Yeah, like logically, why would you ever spend your time watching a team that has won a competition once in 58 years? No, there's no answer.
Wrong group to ask that question.
Yeah, well, there is no answer. They just suck him in.
I have a vision. So 2022, we saw Jamie Elliott crush the hearts of all blue baggers out there. It's going to be Paddy Dow. And me and Finn were talking about it. He's going to do an Emmanuel Adebayor celebration.
Run the whole the field.
If you don't know your soccer, he scored against his former team, Adebayor, and he ran across the whole pitch.
And did a slide in front of the fans.
The Arsenal faithful.
And they just pelted him with stuff. It was unreal.
Paddy Dow's going to do. He's going to slot one like he did against Richmond, against his brother. He's going to do the same thing, but to Paddy Cripps, and just slot one from 45 on an angle, and just run the whole length of the field
to the cheer squad.
To the Carlton cheer squad.
To the, what are they called? The
pansies.
The suits.
The Blue Brothers.
Yeah, the Blues Brothers, and just
Blues Brothers. Yeah, that's it.
Dang.
He can almost run quicker sideways than he can forwards, Paddy Dow.
He's like a crab.
He's the perfect organism. Yeah, he was doing heaps of nice little side steps on the weekend. It was good to see.
Doing some grapevines.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Freo fans will outnumber us? You're going to be just to see a purple level 3. I think they're desperate for they're going to be going for us almost like as hard, probably even harder.
Is their game before?
No, it's after.
It's after. It's at 6 o'clock.
After.
So that's the annoying thing. Like even if we win, we don't know we've made any effect until hours later.
Right.
Which is really frustrating.
They should all be at the same time.
They should be at the same time, Premier League style.
Yeah.
See, that's a logical decision. And if we know anything about the AFL and their new hierarchy, they don't do that.
I mean, I don't think they've ever done it. Well, the broadcast rights, yada, yada, yada. You'd lose money for that. But who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
It's about the spectacle.
It's all about the game day fan experience.
Yeah.
For teams that are playing in almost a dead rubber like us.
Does Poopy come back? Is he over his little flu?
Is it worth bringing him back?
Surely. I mean, you may as well.
He must have had a pretty bad cough to be out for 2 weeks.
Could have been something like COVID. They can take you out.
Yeah, no, it definitely could have been. I don't know. I'd love to see him again.
Yeah.
And I've got him on my fantasy team. I need him for my grand final. So
I think
you're in the grand final.
I'm in 2 grand finals.
Who's your captain?
Oh.
Cherry.
Ooh.
Well,
who they got this week?
Hawthorn.
Hawthorn.
Yeah, it's Hawthorn. They're playing in Tassie.
Ooh, Meek versus Cherry. I don't know. Oh, and in Tassie as well. That's going to affect Cherry's signals with his helmet, and so it's all going to get messed up.
Too close to the South Pole.
The antennae is just going to get crossed.
Oh, yeah. So you guys last week.
This is Marshy. Hang on.
No, because you guys agreed, and I couldn't have that.
Because we're spineless worms.
It's easier to just,
So Marshy last week said, I have a secret account. And because on Twitter, you can have a hand, or your handle is just your name, but you can have almost like a nickname. And I changed mine about 3 months ago to Mateus Filippo Enthusiast.
Yeah. And
Marshy thought that was just a whole nother account because he's an old man who doesn't understand how X works. Yes, we call it X now, not Twitter. Because we're cool. So that's just my account. I don't know where he got the idea that I made a secret Mateus Filippo fan page. I am the fan page.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Bloke loves seeing double.
Yeah.
But I briefly pushed back for a second. And then I completely caved.
It's just easy to let the old men ramble, just
he was rambling. But no. But how badly do you want to meet Mateus in real life?
I actually agree with you. You said last week that I don't think I should be putting the same rooms in.
For society's sake, I don't think.
No, absolutely. I'm completely with you, but I will not turn down the opportunity.
Okay.
You never meet your heroes. I don't think Mateus should meet me, his hero. So.
I think it's.
I think you'd just be disturbed that
I'm on a
football
blacklist.
has affected another human being in the way it has you.
A real parasocial relationship going on there.
Yeah.
I think.
It's just me actually talking to myself. Like you just like take me off my meds and you just put me in a room and I'm thinking
Mateus
that.
is
I
in
think I'm
front of
talking
you.
about Mateus, but it's just a Marshy cutout.
God,
That's vivid.
it's a strange image. Yeah.
So
Why have you got a cut out of Marshy?
speaking of numbers that should be
No
changed.
answer.
No, yeah, hang on.
What?
Why have you got a cut out of Marshy?
What?
Why have you got? You just said you'd be talking to a cut out of Marshy.
Don't you? Did he not give you one when you joined Saintered Love?
It wasn't part of my initiation.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get it sent out to you.
No, yeah, mine was a bit different.
Mine's actually hanging on my ceiling. So he's the last thing I see.
I was hanging on the ceiling for mine.
He's the last thing I see when I go to bed and the first thing I see when I wake up.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. It falls down on me every now and then and kind of scares the shit out of me. He's like, get in the aisle.
So weird.
Shut up. I heard that.
You were meant to.
What?
You were meant to.
It's like a meter between you.
Yeah.
You feel so far away.
Schizo. Shut up.
So anyway, numbers that should be changed is Caminiti's 47. He's done his shoulder. That's fun.
He can't even get out of his 47, mate. How do you expect him to get another one back on?
They have scissors. You can just
Cut him out of the 47.
have like a Devin Robertson moment. It's just a hammer with like his shoulder just.
And he's
Just dangling out. Negative Instagram followers.
It was reported today that from Cal Toomey that we're going to sign Heath to a 1-year deal or whatever it's going to be. So if we don't debut him this week, because we got Caminiti out, so one of him or Keeler has to come in, right? Or Matty Allison,
I'm still on the Allison train. I want to see Allison.
just before he gets delisted.
Yeah. 'Cause
It's-
the other two are going to play next year.
Yeah.
That train is heading for some buffers.
We're going to see it on
At full
bounce
speed.
really soon.
There's casualties on waiting on that train.
There's also Bradley Hill as well. He got injured.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
done.
20 seconds before Caminiti got injured, he got subbed.
I think he's checked out. Well, I mean, he's had another kid
Yeah.
recently. Yeah, he's got bigger things on his mind. Give him a rest.
Give him a rest.
Was
Yeah.
it a serious? Because it said back in the
I don't
report.
think he was.
I don't know, like,
No,
that
it
could
wasn't
mean
like an
anything.
impact thing. He ran off to the bench.
Yeah.
So it must have just been a gradual thing. Yeah. Put him on ice.
Yeah.
I want to see the Moose.
I want to see the Moose. Yeah.
I just, you know what, just chuck in Sandy the whole team.
No.
Well, no.
We're gonna- no,
we
we've
want
gotta
to win.
win.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Sorry. I was getting too excited with the debuts.
I want a full game of Hugo, though.
Yes.
Oh, he has
Please.
to.
Gathia.
We should do
Everyone's
him.
gotta
Have him, one of him as the sub and one of him on the field.
Yeah.
There we go.
We've sorted it.
VFL Gathia as sub. And then AFL Gathia.
Gathia. I'm actually not going to pronounce it any other way now. I think that's about it. Anything else you boys want to add?
Nah, I'm probably going to try and go this week, so we'll lose by 60.
Yeah.
But
Second to last
yeah, do you
episode of
reckon
the
there'll be
year.
tickets?
Hey?
Do you reckon there'll be tickets?
I think you should get onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Blues
Do you
fans are
reckon
going
they
to come
could-
out for
they're
this
gonna-
one.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
It's their home game.
Yeah, Blues home game. So yeah,
Okay.
I think you should probably
Okay, cool.
do that like now.
Yeah, like right now.
Right
Yeah.
now?
Oh yeah.
While we're still
Watch
recording.
your phone. Watch through.
Steely.
And what I want you to do is say the aisle and the seat number and what level you're on.
And then put the barcode right up to the camera.
And you're going to do a meet and greet at halftime. Meet Guy from the Sad Santa Love podcast. So yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. There's a lot of rumors that Max Hall will debut.
Oh really?
Yeah, because he's a Brad Hill
Okay,
replacement.
Tom Morris.
My source,
Reveal your source.
Or he could not debut.
my
Yeah.
source is like three
No, he
people.
could debut,
my-
but he may not want to. He may not request one. So
There we go.
Wait, can you run a proper Tom Morris impression? Have you got the voice?
I'm pretty whiny.
I'm hearing from
I'm here-
Kilda.
Now, the question is not whether he wants to debut. Oh, no, not whether he will debut, but whether he wants to. That's it.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Can you end the podcast with just like a "Go the Mighty Saints" in that voice?
No, he would never say that. That'd be disrespectful.
The Saints back me.
I can confirm today, Jared, that go St Kilda. That's it.
I think we're going to end it there. Thanks everyone for listening. Tune in next week for the final episode.
Go Saints.
Go the Saints.
Go Saints.